phone. O tlo apologize ha o ruta metsi. Tlo batho. How?
Ha ona mohlang a tlo hlomphuwang Victoria ka attitude yana.
We had a very intense community engagement today with the mayor, wherein people were raising their dissatisfactions about the current standing, long, deep-seated water problem. It has been there for almost 10 years, and there has not been any concrete plan to that effect. So therefore, it has reached a very boiling point, to an extent that the community could no longer take it anymore. Now the community is sending a very simple, or rather a very strong, clear message that they need water through their taps. So now the Majoro or the mayor was here to give basically the report of what transpired yesterday, because we had a meeting with the Majoro yesterday, outlining the frustrations, the very frustrations of the community, outlining the uneasiness of the community, outlining the fact that it has reached a ceiling where the community could no longer absorb and understand why we don't have water, meaning it was a serious crisis, right? One of the issues that we suggested from our side is better to have a rotational water load shedding, because the important aspect is to the community to have provision of water uninterrupted. But what we can stomach at that moment, at that particular or at this particular juncture, is a water shedding process. That was a fundamental proposal that we've made. Now, the council, they said, look, we have an alternative plan of making boreholes. We have an alternative plan of making boreholes. And we said, that is not our call. Our call is basic, is simple, but to wawata metsi pompo. That was the call. But if, due to your structural issues, structural deficiencies, you are saying you cannot provide water now, then let's have an interim measure, which is going to be very effective. So, by and large, it was one of the issues that we were expecting even the measure to address those issues, to say that, but we have a plan on an interim basis, on the basis of a water shedding. Is that acceptable? So we were basically hoping that we will be engaged around that particular issue as to whether, in the circumstances, is that acceptable? If yes, then let's have a plan of water shedding. Let's have a very comprehensive plan of water shedding. But in any event, the meeting take a way in any event, but it remains to say that the community largely are still not happy. The community at large are not satisfactory with what has transpired here. Be it the answers that were given, be it any form of engagement is not satisfactory. But here is the concept going forward. We can no longer wait any further. We need water. That message is clear. And one of the issues that we identified yesterday, as far as this whole situation is concerned, we have people who are responsible for technical issues at the municipality. Those are the people who are not doing their job. And that we have expressed it quite unequivocally yesterday in a meeting, to say that, but call a spade, right? If you have someone who's incompetent, who's not doing his job, we cannot suffer and cannot do that at our expense, then he has to go. So those were some of the calls. But nonetheless, this is how the meeting ended. People are not happy. We are not happy, but we need to have a concrete plan going forward. And we're saying water shading is a very structural, feasible plan to implement. Thank you. Well, it could be, but at the moment, we need a very concrete solution. And those boreholes is a question of money also. There are a lot of money involved in drilling to get the water down. You see, money that is not even there. So why can't you fix your structural issues? Why can't you fix your water plantations, so that we should have an uninterrupted water exactly on an uninterrupted basis? But yes, to sum up, yes, the meeting happened, but it clearly shows that we are far from getting what we want. We rather settle for the interim basis, which is the water shading. That would be an action plan at the moment. Thank you.